Ew, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, I honestly believe this Noblesse show is only getting ridiculously better over time. Not only have I seen quite a bit of different ways that this show can definitely surprise people in the grand scheme of just how they're pushing the main character and how ridiculously powerful he was this week's episode. Um, it's kind of scary to know that whoever kind of puts themselves in danger of messing with these guys, they're probably not gonna see the end of it, like they're not gonna have a good time. And because of this, it makes me feel like any and everybody who kind of steps up at this point is probably going to not have a chance if the main character actually pushes himself as far as he did to use his powers. But what I'm understanding is he shouldn't be doing this. Not to mention, he told Frankenstein his powers were sealed until he gave him consent to use it. So all this talk about power and like what we saw from their power, it all comes very, very interesting when you think about what is out there that can challenge them. Like, you gotta remember, every time a show gives you one thing, that just means that there's something else out there that has to be stronger and stronger and stronger. So, because of this, it makes it that much more obvious that the show has to push the envelope. The show has to showcase something much scarier, which I think is another reason why in enters the true form of the werewolf, right? Like, all of a sudden we get this form, and who does it remind you of instantly? It reminds me instantly of the guy from the OVA, and maybe there's some DNA of his inside of M21, but I think that'll be a little bit too easy. I mean, not easy, but I think it'll be too obvious, I should say, because I've already feel like the werewolf transformation's pretty dope as it is, but to think that he might be on par with, the main guy and being able to keep up like the last werewolf did, I highly doubt that, right? Like, even if he did say you have like this amazing power residing in you, I honestly don't see him being as strong as that werewolf was. I mean, unless he's like the reincarnated form of him, which clearly he isn't, because he was a human that was modified into being this. So for whatever reason, maybe the people who modified him has this DNA and has a chance to even make more, but it then begs the question as of why didn't they already do that when it came down to uh, them having all these other soldiers? Why didn't any of these other soldiers show any type of sign of being a vampire type of deal? So that's what I am looking forward to the most, is where and why these things are going to kind of butt heads. The information of why he's a werewolf. Why is it that our main character could sense this in him? But never mind all that. That's that stuff that I'm thinking of in my head. It's probably going to lead to a further story progression, right? Well, let's just talk about the stuff that ain't gonna go nowhere anymore because of our main character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Him absolutely making a blood sport out of old boy Crane, or whatever the heck his name was, and just showcasing how ridiculously outmatched he was, man. Oh, just like how I am right now. I'm probably dead. Yeah, told you. These are the types of things I love to see in anime because I honestly don't know where it's gonna go towards the end. Like, I don't know if anything. Oh, you guys like that? Come on, that was sick. Sorry. You know that whatever comes natural to some people in this show, it feels like they aren't really showing anything. For instance, the guy on top of the rooftop fighting against Frankenstein, at first, you know, it seemed like he was doing really good, and then next thing you know, boom, it's over. You know, like Frankenstein unleashes that power that he's been told to hold back, and it just turns into a one-sided wash. But even though it was becoming a wash, oh boy kept up with Frankenstein to the case of maybe not so like, oh, good job, you made him try. Like, no, it was more or less that you just said the wrong words, right? Sure, he said that he would need that power, but I think because of what he said, he went overboard. His power was way too much because he's throwing beams at the long-haired guy, but he's not using that black whip under the ground that came up and just held him still. He could have did that from the start and then dropped all the spikes in him. But no, he was too busy throwing spikes around. Oh, look, totally spies. And that obviously showcased to me that he had some kind of, not, he wasn't enjoying it, but he was actually truly interested in it, like he said, you know? So I was just interested in if this character could actually make it, and he did. I was actually kind of sad that he was going to go. I was like, he's going to leave his sister, he's going to go out like this. Why did I go out like that? And it sucks that he's gonna go out like this, but to hear everything that then comes along with that, that sucks. But to the other battle, it was nothing. It was short work. Man wanted to drain another teammate because he already knew he was outclassed. His teammate then hears, it's all, you know what I noticed? It was a lot of words that ruined everybody's chances of being stronger. The word of, did I tell you, you know, you could, or the word don't move or stop, and he's stopping people dead in their tracks, all the way to the fact that he's like, after I drained you, I will kill that kid first. He's like, no, you won't. I am not even gonna let you drain me now, bruh. Like, get out of here. I don't know what he thought his captain was gonna do after he drained him, seeing how he was gonna kill them even before he drained them, and even before all this stuff popped off. He was gonna let Shark kill them, but he's like, oh, I'll still let you kill me and drain. You probably won't kill those kids. Oh, I'm gonna kill those kids. I won't work with you. It's like, bruh, he was gonna kill those kids all along. Are you a simp? Sorry. But that being said, he then gets to watch the ultimate thrashing of this guy. I feel like he didn't even die. I'll leave that to one of my good anime people in the comments. Did that guy truly die from that blood technique? Did he like disintegrate him into blood? Like, did the blood crush him to then make more blood or something? Because it felt very, very ominous the way that they kind of just let that fly, right? Like, there's like, okay, and it's over. It's like, wait, is it really over though? You know, like, are you sure this is how you want to finish this? With him just getting away scot-free, you know? So I do like some aspects of this show doing that, but at the same time, it definitely felt like they could have gave us some more information, and they just didn't feel like it. Okay, calm down. But overall, this week's episode was pretty amazing. I definitely suggest you guys give it a watch. If you guys have not checked out this webtoon yet, it's by far the best webtoon, like I've already said, simply because of the information given and how much time was actually put into us understanding this world, characters. And now we have some more characters added to the roster that are all pretty dope. And I think that's a very, very underrated thing in this show, or shows in general, is to have amazing characters and actually keep them alive. So with all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I gotta drop some more videos, so I will talk to you in the next one. Take care and peace.